Lisa, who didn't even really know, so it's fine.
I'm like, just swear anyway, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's an adult book. Okay, so Modern Divination is technically a fantasy romance, but it's not as, it's a lot more, I guess I would say, quiet than many other fantasy romances, and it's also strongly dark academia. So, what drew you to like the academia aspect? Do you have a background in academia, or what sort of inspired that?
I have no background in academia. I did not graduate from college. I didn't even get to like get to my second year of college. I was out of there. COVID hit, and I said, I'm not doing art school online. Why would I do art school online? I talked to a friend recently who did art school online, and she was like, I didn't actually finish most of my pieces. I only had to photograph a little bit of it, so like I just never did. I was like, awesome. So no, I have no background in academia. I have a lot of friends in academia who like to complain to me though about academia. So I feel like I'm like on the outskirts of it.
You internalized all of that.
Yeah, I was going through it with them. I was like, yeah, that sucks. But I think honestly, one of the biggest takeaways I get from their talking about it is the fact that academia is rife with like power imbalances and these misuses of power. And I think this book, in a lot of ways, is about the misuse of power. It's like, you know, this ambition that just gets twisted into this like grotesque thing. This ambition that turns from, you know, I think like ambition can be a really good thing. This main character is extremely ambitious. She's a go-getter. She is committed to her career and her academic career, but it's like she can see through this other very important figure in the book that can easily be twisted into like this grotesque, like, I guess, pursuit of power. And that pursuit of power can get really ugly really fast. So I think it's just sort of like a parallel to the wider fantasy struggle that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it though, because sometimes, you know, like I love reading about a huge kingdom power struggle, but I really like the characters and how it's very character-based power struggles in this book.
Yeah, and one thing about like all the books I write, I think I really like to focus on a smaller scope of conflict. I think high fantasy, most high fantasies deal with this like large scope of conflict where it's like kingdoms are warring, worlds are going like their worlds are in conflict, but it's like the main story in this book is two people who are in conflict. And I like to keep that scope of conflict really, really small for all of my books and just keep it very insular.
I love that. I love that. I love a character drama because it's so just like, especially these two, because they're rivals, and the banter, the dialogue, the tension, the yearning, it's so good.